Plebby16.
What's up, you damn plebeians? Mr. fucking YouTube here. Let's talk about Regions of Ruin. Now, this is a 2D side-scrolling game. Kind of think about it a little bit like Kingdom. Total random find. Picked it up for $6. And this is where we're at here. While we wait for PS5 to come out, we wait for Cyberpunk to come out. We're kind of in the dead zone, right? So you're looking for something to fill the time. You're looking for something to play, and I mean, it's either going to the indie space or plop down $60 on the reskinned Madden or something like that. So I go to the indie space. I picked this up on sale for $6. I think it's a $10 regular price game, and I got to tell you guys, this is a lot of fun. Now, it is by no means the most polished experience I've ever had, but for $6, there's a lot to like here. So I wanted to come on, do a little video, and just give it a little love and show it to you guys, and talk about it a little bit. To if you're looking for something to kind of hold you over, this might be a good option for you. So basically, you start out, you're a dwarf, and you go through a little tutorial, and the dwarves have been scattered all over the place. The goblins have come in, all these other monsters have come in, and basically fucked up your land, and you're scattered, and you don't know what you're doing. So you got to try to rebuild them. And it's basically going from your little camp to different points on the map, clearing out whatever's there, harvesting resources, recruiting or saving captured dwarves or whatever, bringing them back into your town, upgrading different areas, building and upgrading the different locations in your town, a blacksmith or rune forge, a market, storage house, campfires, different things like that, and continuing to go further and further out in this world, which basically starts off as a blank slate, and as you explore, it starts to open up and unveil itself, and it's really cool. And you clear out these places, you harvest the goods that are there, and then you send your workers or your dwarves that you've rescued, you send them in to harvest from these places that you've liberated, basically, and they add in resources into your town, and then you use them to upgrade. So it's kind of a neat little situation in that way, where there's always something to be upgrading, there's always something to be harvesting, there's always some other place to go. And you look at the amount of content in this game, I've got a good, I'd say about 12, 15 hours on this. I feel like I'm only maybe a third of the way through the locations. At best, you're looking at maybe 20, 30 hours here, assuming you want to actually do all the locations and you really want to kind of explore this to its totality. I suppose you maybe, find a really good weapon, and you might be able to speed run through the main storyline here pretty quickly if you want. But if you're looking to kind of go point by point like I do, you guys know I'm a relatively big completionist. If I look at a game and I don't think I'm going to be able to complete it, I usually don't buy it. So this game has just enough to keep you going, right? Whether it's upgrading your town, going in a new place, selling goods, and buying just a little bit better weapon to get you a little bit stronger, and kind of get you feeling, just as you start to feel like you're underpowered, you upgrade your weapon, you upgrade your armor, you upgrade the ring or the amulet that you're wearing, just to get just that little extra boost that you need to be able to take on the bad guys. So I really, really like that. A lot of the systems move pretty quick to if your character gets injured, there's bandages you can use, or you meet your healer in town and he heals you, right? Or the different shops that you find, sell your goods and buy an upgrade, or search in, and you're gonna find all kinds of weapons. There's tons of weapons, tons of armor in this game to find. I always feel like I'm finding something new, and I'm finding something to make my character a little bit better. Or at the very least, I can sell it all and keep hoarding the gold, buy more resources, and keep upgrading something. You guys know I really like that in games, when there's just enough constant progression that every time I play, I feel like I'm doing something. And to that point, too, each of the locations you go to, there may be 5 to 10 minutes in total to complete each location. So again, you don't need to have a big 3, 4, 5 hour marathon session to really feel like you're getting something done here. You can pop in for a half hour or an hour, get, 5, 6 different locations done, and feel like you made really good progress here. I'm having a ton of fun with this game, guys. Surprisingly, again, is it perfect? Absolutely not. There are some things that seem kind of broken. You can really abuse the axe throwing. That's your range attack, and you can literally just sneak, basically hide, and sit way at the edge of the map and throw axes and kill lots of the enemies in most of the locations. So there is some abuse that goes on with that. Don't get me wrong. It feels like sometimes you'll find terrible, terrible weapons in certain locations, and then you'll find a random chest with a ultra uber legendary weapon that's just crazy good. So it's a little bit off in that regards, but I'm still having a ton of fun with it, and you still want to keep going because you want to upgrade your town. Another thing, this has a very doable and achievable platinum trophy. It's got about 10% achievement overall, maybe 15 to 20 different trophies that it gives. They're all very, very achievable and very doable. So it's a trophy, a platinum trophy we should be able to get. Again, is it perfect? No. Graphics are okay at best. 2D, not super high fidelity, but serviceable for the price point. And, what keeps you coming back is the gameplay and the hook, right? Ooh, if I just explore one more place, I think I'm going to get just enough resources to make the next upgrade in my town. Or I'm going to find one better weapon. Or I'm going to have a little bit more money. Or whatever. There's just enough of that hook to keep you going. And if you want to explore it all, I think you're going to be able to, you might get 20, 30 hours on this bad boy. There's also kind of some cool lore going on. There's some runes and obelisks that you activate, and that's kind of this side story that's going on. And it allows you to find really kind of cool weapons and different things like that. So there's a lot here in this $10 game. Like I said, I picked it up for $6. On the PS Store, I think it may still be that price right now. Just hard to say, but even if you pay $10 for it, there's a lot of content here, and it's fun, especially if you like those games like Kingdom, where you're upgrading your town, right? The difference here is you actually participate in the combat directly and significantly, the people that you rescue are more of your gatherers, and they're out gathering things. You're in there clearing out the places and doing the combat and kicking ass and taking names. And I really like that. Like I said, Regions of Ruins, don't know what else to say about it. I would watch a few of the trailers or maybe a couple of the gameplay episodes on it if you want to see what it's like and you want to check the graphics out. That is one thing that might be 50-50 for some of you guys. It is, I call it lower fidelity graphics, but serviceable for the price point. Again, the gameplay is very, very good, very, very good player feedback, keeps you coming back, and keeps you motivated to progress. Very important. $10 game. I highly recommend it. I think would give it a good solid 7 to 7.5 out of 10. And if you're just kind of looking for something to pass the time in between, before we get into that big holiday push here, I think this is a good place to look for the price point and for the amount of content you're going to get. So, hey, that's it for Regions of Ruin. Mr. fucking YouTube, putting it out there, putting it straight, and pointing you guys in the right direction. You're welcome.